Men are waking up. They realize there's no point to get married. They realize there's no benefit to get into a relationship, to settle down. Men are just happy with being by themselves. Getting married is no benefit. We give our all to a woman, then boom, she can divorce us, take half our stuff, and bam, we got to start all over. We got to start all over again from ground zero. Most men are not going to sign up for that. You got these women complaining about, why aren't men chasing us? Where are the good men at? Women, you need to take a chance on these men. Yeah, they're panicking because we have checked out. Men do not need marriage. Men are mentally checked out of the dating scene. Being married, dealing with women, it brings no benefit to our lives because at the end of the day, we just want sex. That's it. Sex, no commitment. These women need you more than you need them, fellas. Don't buy into that. Continue to focus on yourself. Strive to do better. Work towards the goals that you set for yourself. Do not let a woman be a distraction. You need to cut out all the distractions in your life. You have been doing so great with your life. Ever since you cut out all these distractions, ever since you cut out women out of your life, you've been doing great in your life. Continue to strive to do better. You don't need these women. A woman's never going to make you successful. A woman's never going to ride with you to the top. It gets lonely at the top. It does. But do not get in a fearful mindset thinking that you need a woman. All that's going to be is an added bill. Most women are just dead weight to you. Dead weight, a distraction. They're coming to you with all this baggage, all that mileage on them as well. You don't need that. You don't need that distraction. You don't need that unnecessary drama in your life. Men do not need marriage. Men are checked out of dating because women created this problem. All these women wasted all these men's time because you were waiting out for the best option. You have all these options on these dating apps. You get flooded with all these options, even though they're not good options. A woman can have a good guy. He's making a decent amount of income. He's not a bum. He's got something going for himself. But you have women who think that they can do better. He's decent looking, but I know I can find someone who looks better than him, who's taller than him, who's bigger than him down there, who sex me better than him. I just know, let me just wait out a little bit longer. I know I can find something better. And then bam, look at your life. You over here complaining about where are the good men at? The good men are here, but we are happy being alone. We're at peace with being by ourselves, and we don't need you women. Most men do not need women in their life. We're able to get so much done in our lives when we cut out women and distractions. Guys, it's best to just live, be solo dolo. If you want to have a rotation of women you're dealing with, cool, but no commitments, just sex, that's it. Live the bachelor lifestyle if you can. Because nothing good is going to come out of settling down with a woman who thinks she's better than you. Especially, man, you're in your 30s and you think about settling down with a woman, bro, she has a mindset that she could do better than you. Go younger. I keep telling y'all, go younger. When I talk about going younger, I'm 33. I would go younger 25, 24, 23. But to try to settle down with somebody over 30, hell no. That's just a bad deal. And as you guys know, we don't pay full price for used cars. So you're about to see these videos that I'm about to play, why men do not need marriage and how we are better off by ourselves. Marriage is no benefit to a man. With all the information that's out there, for you guys to still make this mistake over and over again and still get married, that's on you guys. So let's watch these clips.
Us to be smarter as women and stop missing out on the love phase of a man. The phase of a man's life when he's grinding, he's building, and he's broke, that's when he wants love, he wants to grow with somebody and build with somebody. Once that phase is gone,
I don't know, when you're broke and you're trying to work towards something, I think it's best just to be alone. These women are saying this now because they know they screwed up. They looked over men who were on the come up, and women her age, older, they know they have no options and they're living with regret. Now they're trying to tell you, yeah, it's okay to build with someone. Yeah, but you weren't trying to do that when you were their age. So I get it. You're trying to give women advice, but when a man is building, it's best just to do this by yourself. Get it out of the mud by yourself. You don't need no woman for anything.
It's literally all transactional. It's no more love. If all women want is for a man to take them to luxury restaurants, they will definitely do that. But they understand at that point that it's all transactional. So that means if I do that for you, then I want something in exchange. And typically that means that he wants to clap some cheeks. He realized that it's dinner for time and money for attention. He's totally clear on that, and men don't mind paying for it. That's the really sad part that nobody wants to admit. When he's successful and busy, he's definitely done with the love phase and he's not looking for a wife. His sole focus is to clap them cheeks because when he was grinding and looking for love, nobody wanted him. So he's straight on that. He has figured out how to get exactly what he wants, and he don't mind paying for it because he got the money to do it. He can have a different girl every single night if that's what he wanted. So why would he waste his time marrying somebody when he knows that that's going to be the same poo-tang that he going to have for the rest of his life, day after day and year after year? It makes no sense to me. So stop skipping the grinding phase and chasing that finished man, because by the time he's up, love is gone and all that's left is the transaction.
Most people think that divorce is
This is what women created this problem. So you're trying to give advice, but these women ain't gonna listen because dating is transactional, dating is monetized, and it's only going to continue to get worse. No matter how much you tell these women to do better, they're not gonna do it. So it is what it is. Divorce makes women richer. Yeah.
setback. But for some women, I think it's the smartest financial move that they'll ever make. And I'm not just talking about getting like this big fat alimony paycheck or this big fat settlement. I think there's so much more to that. As a divorce lawyer, I've seen so many women walk away from marriages not only
Have you guys noticed that this woman does not have a wedding ring on? Because men are smart. They're not going to marry her ass because she's over here she's over here advising women. Gain as much money as you can by divorcing these men. Who would take a chance on this woman right here? And you wonder why men are just checked out of marriage and relationships when you have women like her. She has a whole TikTok just advising women just to get over on men because she's a divorce lawyer.
Emotionally free, but they are financially thriving. And that's because they start making better financial decisions once they're out of these toxic and controlling relationships. They're taking charge, they're investing, they're building their careers, they're growing their own wealth.
Women love saying, oh, it was such a toxic and controlling relationship, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So every relationship you've been in has been toxic, huh?
And some women actually make more money after divorce because they're not sacrificing their time, their energy, or their career growth for a partner. Divorce really forces you to level up, and you're getting smarter about money. You're having this financial freedom.
You're not getting smarter about, divorce forces you to level up. No, you're getting rewarded regardless. It's not forcing you to do anything. When you divorce your husband, you're getting all this alimony, child support, his retirement. You're getting all these benefits from leaving your husband. Women have more to benefit and gain out of a marriage than a man does. Yes, she's right. Divorce definitely makes women richer. That's why I don't think marriage is a benefit to a man. Men do not need to get married nowadays because you're just giving all this power and money to the woman who does not deserve that. Men need to put their foot down and we don't need to get married, bro. I'm telling you.
Freedom to make these decisions without compromise. Many women actually come out of divorce richer in every sense of the word.
I've been a forensic accountant for 25 years, and angry men always ask me, why should she get half of the money? Because
angry men always ask you, okay, wow. How about men are just asking you politely, why does she get half? They always paint men out to be, oh my God, okay. Angry men.
Once they get married, it's not his money, it's their money. The money earned during a marriage is marital money, and they are both entitled to it, no matter whose name is on the paycheck. And most of the time, it's the wife who stays home to raise the children. So even though it's her husband's name on the paycheck, she has made valuable contributions to that household. So yes, your wife is entitled to half of the money, even though her name was not on that paycheck.
Divorce 4 times. Let's go. You tell me, what do you want to?
Look at this woman, divorce. Yep, woman uses divorce and children to take a man's money. And you guys keep falling for these below average women, giving them all this money. And she's over here bragging about this.
What is the most toxic thing that you've ever done?
Okay, let's do this. All right, take them to court and then get a good divorce lawyer, of course. Take them for half of the retirement. Take them half of their property and then fight them for higher child support, okay? And a couple of years from now, hit you up for more child support every 3 years. Every 3 years, you go up.
Look at this woman.
I really want to.
Every 3 years, hitting this man up for child support. But you guys keep falling for this. Someone married that, got that pregnant, got that thing, that's a thing right there. Got that thing pregnant and is paying them child support, alimony. Man, you guys are giving so much women power when you marry them and you're giving them your seed and marriage, you gain nothing out of it. And men are slowly waking up. They're refusing to get married. They're refusing to be committed to one woman for the rest of their life because they see there's no value in that. They gain nothing out of it. Most men are mentally checked out of the dating market. That's why the dating market is the way that it is, because the good men are finally waking up and they are checking out. Women have ruined the dating market. They have ruined dating in general. Men are waking up. They don't have to deal with this anymore. They're at peace with being by themselves. Can you imagine marrying the wrong person, getting them pregnant, and you're stuck with them for the rest of your life? Even though you're not living with them, you are stuck with them for the rest of your life because you guys got a kid. You're paying all this money. Men are waking up and they refuse to deal with this. Guys, hold the line. Do not fall. Don't fall for this, okay? I know you may meet a woman in the future. She may give you some good sex. She's putting it down on you, right? But that's gonna switch when you marry her. All this is just an act. She's gonna switch when you marry her. Then the sex is gonna dry up. She's gonna start complaining, and the marriage is gonna go downhill because she's rewarded. She's rewarded by divorcing you and taking half of your stuff. Do not fall for it, fellas. Okay. And let me know what you think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all. Okay. Peace.